Welcome to Cooking with M&M. Today we will be making some delicious desserts. I'm Melanie.
And I'm Laura. Today we're going to start with our ice cream cone cupcakes.
Let's get started with some delicious desserts.
So we're going to take just one of these ice cream cones from the box, which we got from Benton's Kids. And you take a fourth cup and you mix your batter with 3 eggs, a third cup of vegetable oil, and a cup of water. And you add it and you stir it all together. And then you take the batter and a fourth cup, and you put it into your flat bottom ice cream cone cupcakes.
You want to make sure that you fill it up about 3/4 of the way because they do rise pretty high.
Yes. And then you can take any colored frosting you want. Today we used chocolate. And you're going to wipe it around.
So what you're going to do is you're going to get a knife using some chocolate, ice cream frosting, and
take it.
And you're going to pour it on. When you're making these cupcakes, when you take them out of the oven, it's important that you let them cool because they will be very moist.
Yeah, and when you take them off out of the oven, put a toothpick in, and if it comes out clean, you're ready to go. If it doesn't, put it on for like another 2 minutes and then check them, and then if they're good, take them out. But if they're not still good, then keep them in the oven.
Now this is a great idea for birthday parties because it's kind of a different way of having a cupcake and making them. They're great for kids because they love that you can make them your own. You can use different types of frosting and you can decorate them, which we're going to be doing now.
Yes. So you can take any type of non-perils, which is, in this case, sprinkles. So we will use some sprinkles, and you will shake them on over your plate.
And if you don't want to do sprinkles, you can also get icing, like decorative icing.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to be doing with this one is I'm going to be taking some blue gel. What are you going to put on yours?
No. And you just squeeze it until icing comes out.
So I put an M on mine because my name's Melanie.
Yep. And they have these thin things that you can put onto it, and they make your shape come out whatever shape you want it to come out. So it could be like stars, it could be like swirls.
So there's lots of different possibilities. And again, these are great because they're kind of a different shape, a different form of cupcakes. I'm going to put on some green icing, which will be cool. And you can really decorate it any way you want. You can put little bits of chocolate on it. You can make a little theme. These are great because I know for school, on your birthday, you bring in something. And these are really something great to personalize it.
Look.
I drew an M on mine.
You can make them and then have the kids decorate their own. You could also make your own fondant.
And these are really easy because what you do is you just make the batter with your regular cake mix. And what you're doing is you're just pouring it in, mixing it around, and then you're just putting in the oven for 20 minutes after you pour them into the cones. You let them cook, you let them cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. And
then you frost them.
Yep, you start decorating them. And they're really just great because they're really good and they're tasty. And
would you like to taste one?
Yeah, sure, let's try them.
You just bite them like an ice cream cone.
And don't be worried about putting the cone in the oven. It won't burn. It turns a little a nice brown shade, and you should check them every 5 minutes because if they start to burn, you might want to do that.
And they're really good. And if
These are really good.
Don't be worried, they're gonna spill over if you fill them too high, and it's gonna like bubble over and burn, but that's okay.
You can always just cut it off, or you can cover it up with icing or sprinkles.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool idea, and it was really easy to make. We made it ourselves, and it really it's a nice thing to have. Like your kids can make that for a family party, and they can kind of feel part of everything. A birthday party, that's great. School, bring them in for snacks. And you can add some healthy things to them. You can put like strawberries or some kind of fruits on them.
Yeah, you can even put something in the batter if you would like. You You could do blueberries in the batter.
That'd be really good. You can make this into kind of a morning kind of snack. And we did
Vanilla cake mix.
but you can also do you could do I know they have the M&M ones now where it's like the different multicolored flavors. Yep, confetti. You can do chocolate if you like chocolate. You can mix it up. You can do both.
Or if you do vanilla frosting, you can take food dye, put it in, mix it, and it makes your own color that you like.
Exactly. If you want to do like a green monster one, you can dye green. And for frosting, you could do green frosting. They have everything nowadays. They have chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. And if you're going to do that breakfast theme, like one was mentioning with the blueberries, you could put cream cheese frosting on. Yeah. Which is another really cool thing.
You don't even have to use cupcake batter. You could use carrot cake batter. You could use banana bread, pumpkin,
banana bread. Yeah, so there's tons of possibilities, and making it in the cone is a really cool way to do it.
Especially in the summer because it's like you're having an ice cream cone, but you're really not.
So one of the best things is that these are really easy to make. You're just pouring them into your cone cups.
Yeah. And you would want to use flat bottom because if you use coned, you're not going to stay in your oven. So if you use flat bottom, you just stand up. So don't buy the cones if they're not going to work.
One of the best things that I like about this, and that my mom likes too, is that it's really easy to eat because nothing's crumbling everywhere. It's all in one nice container. It's not like, I don't know about you, but when you have cupcakes, everything's crumbling everywhere. They're really hard to eat. This is nice. It's a nice way of eating it. It's very easy to bring on the go.
Yep. And I don't know about you, but every time we try to make cupcakes, we never have the thing where you put it in the pan.
Oh yeah, those little.
So you don't even need those.
Yeah, so this is another good way. You don't even have to spray the pan. You're just putting them. Yeah, those are good. So you're just placing the cones on the pan. You're filling them up 3/4 of the way with your cake batter, and then you're cooking them in the oven for 20 minutes. It's really easy, really fun, and it's a great way to make cupcakes. So moving on, we're gonna next make some chocolate pretzels. And this is a really great, easy recipe. This could be considered a snack, appetizer at a party, dessert, anything you want it to be. What we're doing is we're making chocolate-covered pretzels.
Yeah, so you could take your regular pretzels that you have at your house, or you could use the sticks, the rods.
And then you're going to lay them out on the wax paper.
Yeah, with a pan.
So what you're going to do is you're going to preheat chocolate chips, or just like chopped up chocolate. Yep. And you can use dark chocolate, white chocolate, milk chocolate. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to preheat it on the stove or in the microwave. On the stove, it takes about 3 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah,
right?
3 minutes for it to warm up and heat up. In the microwave. In the microwave, you're gonna put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Take it out, stir it, and then put it in the microwave for another minute. And then it's gonna be done. If it's still lumpy, stir it because it will get burned if you put it back in the microwave.
Yeah, it's important to make sure you watch the time because if you put it in any more, it gets bubbly and hard, and that way it doesn't cover your chocolate chip pretzels as well. So we're gonna wait for our chocolate to get warmed up.
Yep. And then what you would do is you just take this, dink it in, and then take it out and put it on your wax paper. If you want, you can put it in the fridge, but you don't have to. You can just let it cool.
What we did was since we were kind of trying a fast way to make this, is if once you dump it in the chocolate, you can either do it halfway or all the way.
Yeah, all the way means you dunk it both sides.
And what you're doing is once you dump it all the way, you're putting on your decorations, sprinkles. You can put nuts on it, oatmeal, anything you want, and you're gonna lay them all out. Wait a couple minutes for it to just kind of be like less wet, and then you're going to put them into the fridge. It only really needs 5 minutes before it really starts to cool.
At least, yeah.
And it's a really great way, an easy way. They're very clean because all you're doing is you're putting it on the wax paper. It's not like
you just dump it in the garbage.
Yes. And so you can put it in a bowl, and they're very easy. They're great snacks. You can make a lot of them at once, and they're really fun to make.
Oh, look, here comes
So our chocolate sauce is ready. And we're just going to show you guys how to make these. So they're really simple, like we said. Anyone can do them. We can. And so what you want to do is you want to be careful.
Regular pretzel.
Because the sauce is hot.
Dunk it. You take a spoon and flip it over if you don't want to get your hands dirty. And it's going to look like this.
And when you put it down on the pan, it's going to dry a little.
And then if you want right away, you could add your sprinkles, but you don't have to. So let's do these.
Okay.
So it'll stick better.
I don't know about you, but more, have you ever noticed chocolate-covered pretzels or yogurt-covered pretzels? They're very expensive, and this is a really easy and cheap way of making them, and they're homemade.
Yeah.
So
fun with them. Your little kids can do it, toddlers.
This is a great thing, like for an activity during a birthday party or during school, or just like a fun thing to do on the weekend.
On the weekends, yeah, exactly.
I don't know about you, but I love eating these. It's chocolate and pretzel.
In the bag, I always eat all of them, but this way you get a big bag of pretzels. Use as much chocolate as you want, and then they take 5 minutes to dry, and then you could eat them.
We used about half a bag of chocolate chips, and that usually makes you about, I don't know.
30 maybe?
Yeah, 30 chocolate-covered pretzels.
That's a lot, and that's probably as many as a bag, but that's only half the number of chocolate chips.
You have to be careful, though, because these are addicting.
Yeah, so, and you just keep on doing this as many as you want, and
we're
going to try one?
Yeah, sure. We put on chocolate-covered, we put ours with dark chocolate, and we're using sprinkles.
And this is what they're going to look like
in the end. Now,
and it's all hard and dry.
So we cooled ours in the fridge for about 5-8 minutes, and then we also let them cool for about 10 minutes. They're really good, and they're really easy to make, and they're great. They taste really good.
Yeah. And like, the chocolate chips probably cost $2. The pretzels probably cost $2. And sprinkles are just an addition if you want them, if you have them lying around in your cabinet.
Oh, coconut is another great thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, coconut. I don't know about you, but I've been like crazy about them. And you could even do this, the best thing, you could do this with bananas. You could do it with strawberries. They just shows you how easy it is. It's like fondue without all the mess.
Yeah.
And when you're done, you can freeze them.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to, I know Trader Joe's sells them, chocolate-covered frozen bananas. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is making them, I don't know about you, but they cut them so thick, and they're always so hard to eat, they give you a brain freeze. This is a great way. You make it your own slice, your own size, and it's personalized.
Yeah.
You can even make them doubled, like we did here.
And then you could either, if you don't like dark chocolate, you could use white chocolate, and just buy the white chocolate, and then do the same thing that you would do with the dark chocolate, and then it would turn out the same way, but it would taste just like white chocolate.
Better, yeah. Another thing that, if there's a lot of health concerns these days, you can do this with yogurt.
Yep.
You're going to stir up your yogurt. You're going to add, you can do flavored yogurt.
Yep.
Mix it up. You're going to dip it in, and then you just freeze it.
Dip it in.
You can freeze it in the fridge or the freezer. It's really easy. And then when you're freezing it, those make really great healthy snacks for your kids' lunches.
Yeah.
And they're really easy. We made this, it took us like what? You take
2 minutes.
a minute and a half to microwave. You're dipping them in, putting them out. Then you're going to let them dry.
Yeah, and once they're dry, you can just put them in a Ziploc bag and just put them in snack bags and give them to your kids.
I don't know about you, but this is a great way for a dessert in your lunch.
Yeah.
So this was really simple and easy. And now we're going to move on to something else.
The smoothies, actually. So what you're going to get is we got regular yogurt.
You can use vanilla. You can use mixed berry. There's tons of flavors these days. You can just get, there's a lot of times at the stores, you can get like 2 for $3, and it depends how many people you want to serve, but usually 2 or 3 cartons of yogurt. They provide you with about 2 or 3 servings.
So what you can do is
my hands are all chocolatey. I'm just going to go wipe my hands.
A cup of frozen berries. You can get these at any grocery store. Like this. Pour them into the bowl.
We usually use a cup because you want a good ratio of yogurt and fruit. Now, in our mixed berry, we have raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. You can use whatever berries you want. One of the great things about frozen berries is they're icy cold, and it has some ice to it, so it's very easy for the blender to blend. There's not a lot of seeds, and it's a really great, it's a great way to make, this is another great snack, going with the yogurt theme of healthy eating.
You're going to take a cup of, as much yogurt as you want, actually.
A cup is, I think 2 cups is about right. It depends how much you want. If you want it to be creamy, you might want to add a little more. If you want it to be more of an icy drink, you can add more fruit.
Okay. And you can just pour in this whatever bowl or the same bowl, doesn't really matter.
Or you can pour it right in the smoothie.
Yep.
So, some things you could add is you could add a banana. You could add some milk, water, if you need it to make it less thick. Like, we're going to add a little bit of water to make it easier to blend.
Do I use a little more yogurt?
I think we should use a little more yogurt, maybe a couple more berries. We're just going to add a little water because you want it to be able to blend well. If it's too thick, it'll be too seedy and it doesn't taste as good.
Okay. And you're going to put the cap on.
That's very important, putting on the cap. I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten to or I haven't put on too much. Everything just goes everywhere. Yeah, so you don't want that to happen. So you can put this in your, it kind of depends how long you want it. If you want it to be very blended, you might want to put it on for maybe 2 or 3 minutes on and off, stirring it. And if you want it to be, oh, 1 second. If you want it to be really like choppy kind of and more like of something you put on like with a cookie or something, yeah, you might want it to be a little more
any type
lumpy.
of fruit you would like, bananas, strawberries, mangoes, pineapples.
Oh, I made that once, mangoes. But just so you know, don't use a regular mango. It's way too hairy. You want to use frozen mangoes because that's easier to blend in the blender. But the thing is that the frozen fruit, that's already adding your ice for you because when you're looking for your ice, it's really easy. So we're going to put the blender on. It's going to be loud. We're stirring it right now. If you wanted it more liquidy, I think we grinded that up pretty well. Yep. She was mixing it while she was blending, which was really good.
Pour.
It looks delicious, and we're just gonna, let's try it.
This is a nice pour.
So while Maura's doing that, I'm just going to explain. Yogurts and smoothies, we need to have about 2 or 3 cups of berries a day. And
Sip.
And this is one of the great ways to get your to get your fruits and your dairy in. They're great snacks, and kids love them because they're really sweet.
And the calcium, I know I'm not a good milk drinker, and I don't like it, but I eat so much yogurt, which makes up for it. I eat so much ice cream, which is healthy, but not really. And smoothies. I
don't know about you, but my sister, it's really good for your immune system to have a lot of yogurt, probiotics. And smoothies is one of the only ways that she'll have really dairy. And so it's very important for her to get that. And smoothies are a great way to do it. So these are really good. They're nice and sweet.
Especially in the
We don't add
summertime.
sugar or honey or anything. So we used some mixed berries. And you can always add more yogurt.
I love yogurt, so let's just add a little.
Now what we made was usually more of an icy drink because there was lots of...
it was frozen berries.
Yeah, frozen berries. But we can, if you want it to be creamier, you can add more yogurt, which we're going to do.
Oh, and I I don't know about these, but
another good idea to get fiber in is you can add some oats. You can sprinkle oats on your smoothie. This is a really great breakfast. Because I don't know about you, but when I'm hurrying in the mornings to get to school, I usually make a smoothie for myself. And it's great. You're getting your fiber, you're getting your dairy, you're getting your fruits, and you can make it sweet. And the oats have wheat germ in it.
And of course you can add.
Which is really good.
It's not a bad germ.
No, it's a good germ.
And you can just stir it.
Now, smoothies are a really inexpensive, healthy way to get a snack. Frozen berries are a lot cheaper than regular fruits that you buy at the grocery market, and they're actually better for a smoothie because when it's frozen, they're easier ones, like we have said before.
And did I mention about how cool this is for the summertime? Because I don't know about you, but I do swim team, and you need like food that will keep you lasting a long time.
Yeah, that fills you up.
And so I do smoothies, and when it's really hot outside, you just get cold, you get refreshed.
Another thing is that in the summer, like you were saying, icy drinks. You don't have to do a smoothie. You can do lots of frozen berries. You can do you can do electrolyte water. Yep. You can do there's some flavored waters out there, and we're just gonna mix this up a little bit because we added some more yogurt. This is really good.
Okay.
So now let's try it. I think it's going to be a little creamier, right?
Yeah, it comes out faster.
So if your smoothie is really thick, you can add more yogurt. You can add some milk. You can add some honey that will sweeten it. You can add ice to make it colder. So if you add more yogurt, it's kind of nice. It's a nice rich dessert. And it's sweet, it's great, and you're not having a lot of the fats and everything that you would have in calories in your regular desserts. So this is a really great way, a healthy start.
Yeah, and you could use any type of yogurt you want. We just use regular non-fat vanilla yogurt. You could do strawberry yogurt. You could do any yogurt.
So, even the new thing is my mom's been buying some Greek yogurt. That's really good because it's really rich and creamy.
Yep.
And how you're using more yogurt, you probably don't have to use as much as Greek yogurt. So this is a really good smoothie. So we're just going to start summarizing what we made today with our delicious dessert episode.
We made ice cream cone cupcakes. Just look like this.
And these are really good. Just to summarize, yeah, they are good. They're really easy to make. There's cake batter, and there's ice cream cones, the flat kinds, not the round, and we decorated them and we put some icing.
Yep.
And then we have our chocolate covered pretzels, and all we did was we got regular pretzels, we covered them in chocolate, melted chocolate that we put in the microwave, or you can put on the stovetop. And what we did was we dipped them in the chocolate, and we let them cool, added some decorations. We put on sprinkles for these, if you can see here.
Yep.
And these are really good. I love these.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, you could use any pretzel rods, any pretzels, fun shapes. And not to forget,
one thing I love about pretzels is that all these things we can make them by ourselves. Like, we didn't have to have an adult helping us in the kitchen. Yep. We'd have a little assistance with the stove and preheating it and all that stuff. But really, this was all us. And we got these ideas from a cooking magazine.
It's called Cooking with Kids.
So that just shows anyone can make this. And these are really easy.
And it's meant for kids to make. It's not for adults.
And it was easy cleanup too. We didn't have to really do a lot. We did it ourselves actually, and it wasn't that. Yeah. It just shows that we can do a lot in the kitchen. Yeah. And we can do it ourselves. And then with the smoothie,
this is really easy. Just take your blender out and put frozen berries or any type of fruit.
Yogurt.
And then you don't need ice with frozen berries, but because it's already frozen. And then you take any type of yogurt. Today we used the Fit and Active non-fat vanilla yogurt. And you can stir it. And you can even mix it. You can do strawberries and blueberries with bananas, bananas with mangoes and pineapples, or anything.
Another thing you can do with the blender is you can do milkshakes.
Yes.
You don't have to do smoothies. You don't have to do icy drinks. You can do milkshakes.
I know.
And all you would do then is you would add your ice cream, your milk, some ice, because you're not using the mixed berries. Those are very those have your frozen ice in there already.
And I know my brother
together.
He takes this essential breakfast, and it's just the powder. You dump it in, and then you put ice cream or yogurt.
You can always enhance these with flaxseed that has a lot of omega-3s and fatty acids that are really good for your brain development. And you can also add things like, you could add some, I know they have these days these like powdered packets, and if you pour like
and they're healthy. This isn't powdered. It's not healthy, but it is healthy. It has your calcium, and if you add yogurt, it's even healthier.
So they have these packets that you can get, and they have like your vegetables, servings of vegetables and fruits, and you're not even tasting it. Calcium, lots of things that are really good for your body to absorb for us kids when we're growing up. And sometimes you don't get your full serving of vitamins and minerals every day, and this is a really great way to get in your kids. I don't know about you, but my mom's friend, she has this really cool blender, and it blends
Vitamix?
A Vitamix, and you can put anything in there, you blend it up, you add some yogurt, some fruit like we did here. You can't even taste the vegetables. Her kids don't even realize that they're eating kale and carrots and onions and all these other things. And so these are some really great things to put into kids, and if you put good in, you'll get good out.
So thanks for watching us this week on M&M. I'm Melanie.
And I'm Maura.
See you next time. Bye.